I count.
She's never live.
You're good, go.
Alright.
No, we're not yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Okay.
If you do the report, it'll be all right.
Forget that.
Alright, council meeting, finance meeting. Open, first of all, I know this is a new group.
Are you looking for yours?
Is this situation okay with you guys? 6 o'clock? I guess it doesn't. Anyway. You're gonna take 2 minutes, okay? All right. First thing on the agenda is we need to approve the minutes of December 21.
I'd like to receive you.
Thank you.
Sneak
Talk like you're speaking to Sue.
Oh. All right. Need a motion to approve the minutes of December 21st, 2020.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of December the 21st finance meeting of 2020. Your second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Invoices. Got your invoices there. I hope everybody had a chance to look at it.
I'm gonna get it for you.
I got a couple of questions. Number one was, contribution to the library, 16.7, is that the last one, or
That's probably the third one.
third?
Does it all say which quarter?
What page?
What page you on, Mike?
4.7, halfway down there. The January, March 21, is that the first one?
That would be our third quarter.
Third. Okay,
No, July, August, September.
first one this year?
Yes, first one this year, the third quarter for the budget.
Right, okay. And, hey, man, I noticed here, you know, your new guys went up there and they got their equipment.
Yeah.
Why can't they get everything at one time?
I asked that same question. A lot of it, I think, was not in stock when they went out there. And some of it, they had to get measured for, things like that. In the future, what I think to do is what I'm trying to do, just make one bulk order. I think we can get it quicker if we order it off the website myself.
Well, I didn't care.
I find that to be true. When Jim buys stuff, he usually gets everything he buys.
Yeah.
I can answer that question. If they don't have everything in stock, they send you what they have,
Yeah.
Right.
and then as everything keeps coming in, so every time instead of them billing you for one invoice, every time they ship something, they don't bill you until it ships.
Yeah, that's why you're seeing so.
And that's where you're seeing all these invoices
It's kind of
coming in.
hard, and I think we're still waiting on a few items.
Really?
I'd say you probably are, because some invoices come in today.
Yeah.
But I am double checking them and making sure, because gauze has always been a problem for us.
I
So
know.
I took them and actually broke them down and checked them off and make sure we get the product before we're paying, because of that reason, for the past.
Do they have a place here in the valley now?
No, there's one little place now El Canova, and I don't know how reliable it is. They're reliable for some things like patches, but, you know, West Virginia Uniforms went out of business.
Right, they bought them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Paul bought them out, they didn't have anybody else in
They
replace.
closed the store down.
So,
My next question is on P cards. Page, well, actually on page 2 or 4, starting with each. TCL tire and wash, $373. Then we go over here to Sean, $1,017. Then we go to Bub, got, what's Bub got there, $87. Isn't that a lot of car washes?
My car
It's not
wash,
forward.
it's repairs on certain trucks.
That's
Beach's
garage also.
I know, but it doesn't specify.
Beach's van with some work done on it, that one, I'm not
That
sure
makes
about the
sense.
$1,000 and some one, but I do know that Beach's van.
Could be some tires.
The $87 one from ours was the tire for the float that was flat.
Beach's van was a starter and labor on a starter.
That's good. I mean, like I said, I knew we did car wash.
Yeah, the car washes come from, what's the name of the car wash
They
place?
do the car wash
Safety
over
done.
at Jefferson.
Safety done.
Yeah, safety done.
Yeah.
But if you look at like our PO statement that we write out, it'll show you what we did, what we got done.
We don't get to,
TLC's either mechanic work or tires. Most of the time.
that's all the question I have. Anybody else got any questions on this, these invoices?
They do oil changes too, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
oil changes.
We have questions? Invoices? We got an invoice total $167,833.33.
Need a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I move that we pay the invoices of $167,833.33.
Second.
Second.
Who
All in favor?
seconded?
All in favor?
Thank you.
All in favor, I'm not
Voters,
voting.
yeah.
I'll say it 3 times.
There you go. Hey, clerk?
Yes, I want to be a little longer, see, so we got a couple new ones.
All right, go.
So I'm gonna go through some things, so everybody be refresher for us too. First thing I'm gonna go through is our short budget. And I think everybody got that in their package. And I wrote across the top, December, 50%. And so the short budget has 4 columns. The first column is what we budgeted that we project that may come in for revenues. And on the expenditure side is what each department is allowed to spend.
It's just cost.
And what you say.
There you go. Okay.
The next column is what was actually spent for that month. And this was being the 6th month, you'll see a period, through period 6, that means December. Our budget starts in July. Then the next column is what's been, the total of what's been for the whole 6 months. And then the last column tells us what's left to spend or what's left to come in. And if anybody, if anyone need any help or anything, feel free to come in. I will help anybody with it. So at this point, we had went through 6 months of our budget, so we should be at 50%. And the first, I think the first 5 or 6, 7 pages, 5 pages is our revenue. And it looks like we should be at 50%, but there again, we are always guessing what. It looks like our taxes from prior years is down a little bit, but our property taxes, regular property taxes are up. Our levy taxes are up. utility, our gross sales, and of course, our gross sales, we just got a check today. I gave everybody a copy of that, which, well, now that comes under the 13, what we got off our 1% tax. But the last column gives us the percentage. So overall, we are sitting pretty good overall on our revenues. We're more than halfway. So,
We were averaging 50%
yes,
overall.
yes. We had an 8.1 budget and we brought in 4.7 so far, almost 4.8. So right now we're on the okay side, but a lot of that has come from, what really hurts you sometimes when you're looking at it is because we've got the CARES Act money, plus we've got, in the past, we've got grant money. So we kind of try to keep those out of there some, but that's what really brings things up. And as we go through now, if we turn to page 6, we have them broke down by departments, their budget to spend. As we go through, the mayor's office is at 41%, the clerk's overall is 42, the judge is 42, the building inspector at 32, the election, which is, that's 35. As you go through and look, the police department's at 45, fire department's at 51. There's really, I don't think anybody that was over Parks and Rec at 54. Everybody's in good shape. We're way under, overall under.
Council showing 140.
I don't know what that is. I see that. Oh, it's because we put that grant in there.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I don't know which, yeah, that's why we put that grant, something we paid, 27,000 we paid, and I took it out of there. What was it we paid last time? So we know where we stuck it at.
I don't remember.
I think I'll let you know.
Okay.
Then we have 5 accounts that is sitting with our state. That are,
I think the grant you're talking about was the COVID money for the sanitary department.
yes,
Salary.
yes, it was that grant. Yes,
Okay.
thank you, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we paid.
For the salary.
Yeah.
For the sanitary.
And
Okay.
we're gonna, between now and the next council, Mike, we need to get with you and not work on, we need to make some budget adjustments for departments. So
We do that.
we'll go over that. Then I put in your budget, our accountant does 2 reports for us each month. And one is the cash balance. And basically this is what he puts our balance that's in the bank on these 4 accounts. And our revenue, it's pretty much, that information really is all on that short budget form. He just kind of gathers it and crunches more of it together and on the revenue and expenses. And then, for instance, we brought in $220,800. That was our revenue for December. But we spent $861. So we spent $640,912 more than what we brought in. So that's, every month you'll get one of these at the end of the month. Telling you, and then it'll give us our cash balances that's in what's in the banks. Now, our iPass money, if you look on there, it has $5,905.97.155. That is money that we collect when people go online and pay the municipal fee. So that's broke down into our municipal fees. But he puts the grand total there. So we got our general fund, we got our cold severance, we got our iPass, that's money sitting at the state, that money's drawing interest, And our employees benefit fund is our eye and dental insurance. that The city pays, that money's sitting at West Banco, that we pay the dental and eye expenses out of for employees. And then the other report is our revenue and expenditures, which is pretty much explained, like I said earlier, that this is what's been received in the bank and what was paid out of the bank. It's not gonna match our budget, short budget, because this is strictly dealing with the bank account. What was received in and what was paid out. And it's broke down by months. And then we've got our accounts up to the state. We have our fireman's pension plan up there that we were putting in the excess money from Datamax and the extra money that was coming in from the municipal fees. And I have talked to them, and we are closing that account out and moving that money to the BB&T account. Putting all that in there. And then we've got the CARES Act fund that we created, which at this point has got $907,000 in it. But we just got a check the other day, so I got to move that money into there, and that will be done before the end of the month. The Laura Anderson fund, that was the fund that was started from Jimmy Brown, that was raising money to try to get the road fixed up there. And then the next fund is our iPass fund. This is the money where people pay online and pay their municipal fee. And then we have our rainy day fund, which has got $240,230 in our rainy day fund at the state investment fund. So that is all of our revenues. I did give you this evening. We got info this morning from State Treasurer's Office, our 1% tax. We got $249.68. So that will be put in our checking account, I think on the 20th of this month. I don't know, I gave you a lot of information. Then I'll also give you a spreadsheet that has all of our months that we got our COBA, our CARES Act fund. So that at this point, also got a letter today, email from them. This is it. We got $1,572,142,000. At this point right now, there's no November and December money. It is all going, they said. So, at least we got what we got.
That's right.
Now, we are still going to continue flying, because the next administration may come and release more money to the CARES Act. So we did apply for November's, and that's when they informed us that there was no money left. The state funded the money to somewhere else.
Did they take your request?
No, they took, yeah, they kept it.
Send it back with a letter.
Yeah, they sent me back with a letter saying that,
Also, they sent your request back.
no,
Okay, they kept it, but they
yes,
just sent
and we're gonna send, and I'm gonna send December's in this week. Because the deadline was the 20th, so I will send it in this week. So we'll have both of them. They highly recommended us to do that, so that if there was money coming forward, then it could apply towards it. So, but that's where we stand right now with our CARES Act fund. And thankful that we have that. I am. I mean, I'm sure you guys are.
It is.
Yes. So, and I think that's all I have. Does anybody got any questions? I'll be glad to answer. And like I said, if you want to come and see me, I'll be glad to sit and explain things and whatever you might need. It just takes a short budget. It just takes a while to get used to it.
Still not gonna do it. Yeah, you never run out of papers to look at, believe me.
Yeah, you will constantly get papers from me.
I need to make sure of that.
No more questions from the clerk? We'll move on to new business. Approval of a Charleston Fleet Service in the amount of 269138 for additional work for truck number 6, Don.
Yes, sir.
What is 6? Which one is 6?
6 is our leaf truck and also our backup salt truck.
This is did we just do some work on that truck?
Yeah, they did one side of it and they finished the repairs on it, took it for a test drive and called back and said the other side needed to be done.
Expensive little truck out there.
Yeah, well, brand new.
One screw in it.
2013, and that's $6,000 worth of. It's all having to do with the DEF fluid. If the thermometer or something inside of it messes up, it throws everything. It took on over an hour and a half to get to the end of Dutch Hollow Road today. They took it out there because DEF, whenever it is bad or it shuts down, it goes down to 3 mile an hour or 4 mile an hour tops, and it won't let it go. It was either that or till it cleared the Thornhill.
Be quicker, tell it.
Yeah.
All right. We got a request? Any questions, more questions? Motion? Somebody?
So moved. We paid, Charleston Fleet, $2,691.38.
Need a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next on the list is approval to remove and dispose of carpet in 2 offices and install vinyl flooring at the police department by Heavenly Comfort in the amount of $2,250.
You have quotes in here for the chief's office and Teresa's office also.
Yes, sir, that's what it's for.
That's the 2 offices.
Okay, but, never mind.
One of the guys only gave one bid and then realized he didn't have a second bid.
Okay, that's what I was getting ready to ask about. I found my papers. Okay, that answered that. Okay.
Okay, so those 2 separate pieces are what the total bid is.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's what messed me up when I looked at all this bids. Okay.
But they will put it. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the contract with Heavenly Comfort to remove and dispose of carpet in 2 offices and install vinyl flooring at the police department at the cost not to exceed $2,250.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pass that on to council. Anybody got anything else? Moving right along here. One thing that I would like to see is look into, and I'd like everybody to start thinking about it, is a pay scale for the rec department and the city garage in particular. Right now, I think it's kind of haphazardous the way these guys get paid down there. You need some kind of a scale. I'm thinking of like years of service, 5 years you get a raise, 10 years you get a raise, in addition to whatever else they come across. It could be merit raises if you want to call them that, whatever. But that's my feeling. I think I'd like to have the finance committee to think about that. Let's work on see if we can come up with some kind of a scale.
I can't remember, because it's been too long since I went on fire department. Maybe one of the chiefs will remember. Merit raise is illegal for Steve, or there's some kind of raise that they disputed years ago with the Supreme Court. I can't remember if it was a merit raise or they had another name for
I
it.
can say that we have them for the first 3 years. When you're hired in as a probationary fireman, you actually start at 80%. and on your 1 year, you get 10%.
Well, that's
Second
just
year.
step raises then.
Well, but that's merit based on years of service, may help. And we have longevity.
Longevity's still good, yeah. Big one, never mind.
We don't have anything.
I'll check into it.
What he's talking about longevity.
You're saying merit.
Merit rates generally have to have some kind of,
You gotta make probation or something.
well, no, in the merit raise, you generally have to have some kind of performance review.
Exactly, you have to evaluate.
Which, for police and fire, they're a no-go. For public service or other, at-will employees, they're generally allowed.
In any case, I think we need some kind of, remarkable
They were ready to put the great play ball places. So nobody gets it.
Bobby, you came to the year making me $15 an hour.
That's what they said.
All right, anybody else got anything else? Anybody for him? Anybody? Last call?
I just found out they're trying to sell our house out on one, or not like, March Road. The house was just tore down. Trying to find out who the person is that's trying to sell it. Oh, they care about it.
Anything else to the
Good.
Laying a motion, we adjourn the finance committee meeting.
I said that.
We didn't say. Bruce didn't make a motion.
Hey, you start that.
What you want to do? I think she wants to build something. I'm probably going to build.
No,
No, she says